Fredo Bang deposition video came out, and a lot of people was like, dang, he's sticking to the code. Some people were like, he know how to really work his move when it comes to talking to lawyers and stuff like that. And he kept saying he got this, courtroom phobia or something like that. And I'm sitting here watching it. I'm looking at his gestures, his movement and stuff like that. And like I always say, I'm not street. But I watch people, I analyze people because I done been around certain shit. He guilty of something. So you can sit there and think that just because he got that smile on his face, or he got all this sarcasm, or he keep on just cracking jokes every time the lawyer asks him a question, he circling around and going all over the world. One time they had to tell him, like, just give a straight up and down answer, like just say yes or no. Like, you ain't gotta give us the runaround. And I'm like, man, yeah, he gotta act like that and he gotta pretend this way because first of all, he using his Fifth Amendment right. The reason he using his Fifth Amendment right, I feel like, this is personal opinion, is because when people say he was the one that went and picked Melly up and Melly dropped his pen for him to come get him in the woods, he actually, that's true. When you hear all these people for years saying that Melly sent Fredo his pen and he came and picked him up and they ended up at his house, man, listen to Juvenile.
Bottom line, people. Fredo Bang picked Melly. Melly sent him a ping on his this location, sent it to Fredo Bang. He picked him up, blood all on his clothes. He took him to his house. I don't think he gave him an exchange of clothes by them being two different sizes. But Mariah was also at Fredo Bang house when the rest of the YNW members arrived. Mariah was already there. So if you know, like I know, Melly was wearing Mariah clothes on certain days. He's so small, she was wearing like a size 0 and he could fit her pants. So he probably had some of her clothes on. You feel me? And the same day the incident happened, Jamie doubled back to the house and took out all the items inside the house, including Chris property. She has Chris property somewhere in the storage. We never seen it. They won't even turn it over to us. They asked her about it in her deposition, and she has no answer. As far as Fredo Bang goes, everything that has significance to the case, he pleading the fifth. And his lawyer and Melly lawyer, Track, Jamie, Adrian Davis, Dontavius Withers, all have the same lawyer, Mark Decodin, something like that. All of them have the same lawyer, being paid for by the same person. So they got to come up with the same story. Man, all of that shit is a cover up. Fredo Bang was in on it. He was down there, hiring Melly out after the shit had happened. And Fetty came there, Adrian Davis, Jacoby, and Dontavius Withers with Drew. Man, we all would have been fighting there if I was there. Ain't no fucking way, man.
It's got to be some truth to that. So, again, take what you want to take with the content that's coming out. I know people going to try to spin it. I know people, be to each his own. If you think that, these guys didn't do it and they're not guilty, cool. And if you think they did, I feel like if that's your opinion, man, you can have your own opinion. Like, people be always like, man, defamation and all that stuff like that, or somebody file a lawsuit. Man, listen, we can say what we feel. I don't feel like that's just accusing a person. Everybody want to be politically correct all the time on this YouTube shit, even when it comes to touching on certain things. And I get it, because I'm only going to go so far. But when it comes to me just giving my honest opinion whether or not I believe this man did it or he didn't, my personal opinion, even though he hasn't been proven guilty of nothing, I think he done it. I think he did it. That's just me. But you ain't gotta feel like me. You don't got, and based on the comments, I'm not the only one that feel like that. So I'm gonna just keep on touching on it. I'm gonna keep on talking about it as time go on when stuff come out. And also, again, be careful who you watch, be careful who you follow, be careful who you listen to, because bloggers be out to attack families, man. Believe it or not, victims and their families, You have content creators, once they start getting money and become an algorithm or whatever the fuck, and they gain an audience and a core fan base, they start to be desensitized when it comes to certain tragic events, where it's just all solely about the dollar. So when you hear people like Spoon just keep on saying, like, be careful who you listen to, don't be following these bloggers, I'm telling you, man, Sack's parents was pissed off when that interrogation video came out. And no legal team reached out to no content creator. I'm tired of saying the lady name on my shit. I don't want to look like I'm clout chasing. If you've been following my videos the last couple days, you know what I'm talking about. Nobody hit her up from her legal team. Sack's people reached out to this lady because they felt like what she did was distasteful, and that's what forced her to take it down.
Under me, Sack Chaser mom and Jewelry mom, they don't fuck around, especially with no bloggers. Sack the mom still mad at the girl that put out that recording. They found that to be so disrespectful, and I agree. But it is what it is, man. Been going through this shit for 7 years.
All that other shit where she got it from a subscriber, even if you did get it from a subscriber and you had time to sit back, the subscriber didn't post it. You posted it. I'm gonna keep on breaking it down, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's T-RaeTv. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment down below. What y'all think about FREDO's deposition, man? Like I say, I when I'm sitting up there, because I'm going off common sense. I don't care what the court says. I'm just using my common sense when I'm basing my own opinion. Looking at that dude, you could tell FREDO had something to hide. I feel like if he really, the psychology tactic that people play, like a mind fuck, if I'm saying it right. I feel like if FREDO didn't have nothing to hide or he wasn't guilty or something, his attitude would have been more on a pissed off side, knowing that he been dragged into this situation and he didn't do nothing wrong. That's somebody sticking to the script. That's somebody sticking to the script, what you see. Point blank. Happy birthday to Juvie. Today is Juvie's birthday, man. RP to Juvie, RP to Sack. I hope they get justice. Like I said, if these guys weren't rappers, the way that this stuff happened, I'm just looking at it from a friendship point of view, looking at it in that aspect. This is some wild shit, and I would never want people like this around me if Melly and Borland did this type of shit. I feel like Sack and Juvie's parents deserve justice. They deserve closure in this situation. Let's just say Melly didn't do this, right? Even if he didn't do it, I still would feel like at some point the family needs closure. And at the end of the day, you know, at some point, the violence gotta stop. It do. That's more so my message when I'm breaking it down. I always just close and I say, man, you know, just let this be a lesson learned. Watch who you hang around. Watch your friends. Watch the people that you grew up with, because now it's getting to a point where you see it be the ones who you've been knowing most of your life that cross you in the end or stab you in the back or do you dirty, do you something. It don't be people that we meet throughout life over time. Sometimes it do, but the people that do you the baddest be the ones who know you the best. And it family, friends, relative, it ain't, that shit be crazy, man. But y'all be easy, y'all stay safe out there. Choose your friends wisely, man. Just stay prayed up, y'all be easy.